Good morning, guys. It's Tina and I am back. And it is time for another car chat video because you know what? I don't know how drama channels do it. Like, do they ever get a break? There is always something happening. So, I just came back. I spoke about the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics lipsticks. But here we are, another day, another drama. And this time around, we're talking about Juvia's Place and the whole debacle that happened on Twitter and Instagram between the owner, Chi-Chi, and I do believe there are other representatives from Juvia's Place that are responding as well. But it's Juvia's Place, Jackie Aina, and Alyssa Ashley. And apparently this is a growing story. It's growing legs. It's running. There are things happening. Emails are surfacing. There are legal papers being issued. So this is continuing. But I'm just going to speak on it from what I currently know. So if there's something that changes that I'm not aware of, I can't help that. But I'm just going to speak on my feelings about the whole situation. But let's go ahead and bring it back. Now I'm going to bring it back a little further in a minute, but I wanted to just touch on what triggered what happened in the last couple of days. So, Juvia's Place has released, come on, drive up. Juvia's Place has released a complexion range, including foundations and concealers. They're now available in Ulta stores, so you can go in and check out the line in store. You can also order it online. But now it's more accessible because it's at Ulta. You can go and swatch your shades. And so far, it's been receiving pretty positive feedback. You know, it's had great reception from the consumer base. It's had great feedback from a multitude of races. So this is not just geared towards women of color or people of color. It's geared towards various skin tones. So if you're a lighter skin, whether it's from Hispanic, Black, or white origins, you can find a shade in this range. They have 42 shades available. And what I like about the collection is that the darkest shades are actually the first shades. So as you go further up in number, the lighter it gets. So I found that interesting. They like flipped it around because typically the lighter shades are the first shades. In this range, the darker shades are first. So that being said, they have the complexion range. The concealers aren't in Ulta yet, which, yeah. I am actually wearing the foundation right now. The shade I'm wearing is Rio, which is 430. I want to say it's 430 or 435. That's what I'm wearing right now, and I'm testing it out. I also want to try the concealer, but the concealer is not in store as yet. So once it gets to the store, I'm going to test it out. So obviously, I have not canceled Juvia's Place, but a lot of people are canceling Juvia's Place because, and here's where the trigger was. Jeffree Star, who I don't rock with, point blank, period. I don't rock with Jeffree Star. But I am not like actively going after him and like sending out hate messages or whatever. I just don't rock with him. I leave him over here. You're over here. Leave me alone. I'm not purchasing your products. I don't watch your videos. I don't support you. Boom, done. Right? So, Jeffree Star apparently, and I went in and checked his video out after I heard all of this going on. So, Jeffree Star did a video showcasing the Juvia's Place foundations, and he actually gave it a pretty good review. So he is known for his reviews. If things are Jeffree Star approved, they get sold out or whatever. So he does a lot of reviews on his channel. His subscribers, his audience, they always request him to review certain products, right? He's done reviews for multiple foundation ranges. He's even called out Beauty Blender for their lack of diversity in their foundation range. So he's known for this. So apparently he was requested by his audience, by his viewers, to review the Juvia's Place foundation. So he actually filmed this part of it. He went into an Ulta store because he had ordered online and he didn't get his products delivered in time to do the video, so he went in store to see if he could just pick up the foundation at an Ulta. He filmed all of this, went in, picked up his shade, and I think he also picked up additional shades, but he picked up his shade, again, did a video, did a review. It was positive. Juvia's Place saw this video, right? and posted a screenshot of him on their Instagram and said, "Thank you to Jeffree Star for reviewing our product. We appreciate it." Boom. Do you feel attacked by that? Do you feel personally slighted by them doing that? I didn't, because from a business perspective, if Jeffree Star likes your product, let's face it, is he the largest now, or did James Charles reclaim that title? Either way, he's in the top 3 beauty channels here on YouTube with millions of subscribers. He's over 10 million. So he has a wide reach, okay? So if he approves your product, if he tells his audience to try out your product, you're gonna have a great success with that product range, right? Everybody's gonna go out and check it out. A lot of people are gonna go out and check it out. And so with him reviewing Juvia's Place, it actually put the spotlight on them and brought more attention to their brand and to their complexion products. And again, with them being available in Ulta, it's widening their reach, they're more accessible, and a lot more people can check them out. Good for Juvia's Place. Good for them for getting into Ulta. They are an indie brand. They started out online, and they started out with eyeshadow palettes, which have kind of been their signature thing. They're very colorful palettes. They're Nubian themed. The owner, Chi-Chi, is African. I believe, is she Nigerian or Ethiopian? I am not 100% sure, so I'm just gonna give it the kind of the broad brush African. She's African. She created this brand, so it's black owned, woman owned, independent, and she's been doing eyeshadow palettes. A lot of people go crazy when there's a new eyeshadow palette. People go out and collect these eyeshadow palettes because they're beautiful, they're colorful, they're different than what we normally see out there, and they're affordable, or more affordable than other palettes on the market. They're at a reasonable price. You can get these palettes for $20 or less. You can use coupon codes, affiliate codes. You can get them on sale for 40% off a lot. So they're very reasonably priced, right? So I am very happy for them that they're growing as a business. So when they posted Jeffree Star, I personally don't like to see Jeffree Star being celebrated on any platform by any brand, but I understand the intrigue and I understand it from a business standpoint, because if Jeffree Star endorses your product, then your sales are going to be through the roof. And at the end of the day, we're in a capitalist system, so companies are going to be in it for the money. And don't be fooled into thinking the influencers and the YouTubers that you support so wholeheartedly aren't also in it for the money. They're not getting their mansions and their cars out of the goodness of their heart. They're in it for the money as well. And I say this to lead into what happened next. Juvia's Place posted a photo of Jeffree Star thanking him for the review. Comments started pouring in on that post, saying that they're disappointed that Juvia's Place would support Jeffree Star because he has a racist past and blah blah blah, and he's a horrible person. Like I said, I don't support Jeffree Star, and I don't really jive with brands that work with Jeffree Star. But I am not the type of person that is just gonna cut you off simply because you mess with Jeffree Star. It will piss me off, like Beautylish pissed me off, Benefit pissed me off, and I side-eye them a lot, and I watch them. Like, I watch them and see what they're doing outside of the Jeffree Star thing. But once you're like promoting Jeffree Star a whole lot, I do kind of take a step back. So I'm not gonna act like I'm immune to that. So I get where people are coming from when they're disappointed that Juvia's Place, as a black owned brand, would post somebody with such a racist past. I get it, I completely get it. But here is where it really kicked off. Alyssa Ashley, who is also a pretty popular influencer here on YouTube, she is, I believe, over 1 million subscribers. Beautiful girl. She's a twin. Her twin is Arman, whatever. She's a twin. Beautiful girls. Alyssa Ashley does great videos. I'm actually subscribed to her because she had educational videos. She seemed to do pretty good reviews as well. And then she does really creative swatch videos. Like, she's done swatch videos for Fenty, where she's changed outfits with her lip colors, and she's really into highly produced quality videos, and she has great camera skills, great editing skills. So I applaud her. I think her content is pretty great, Recently, she hasn't been like on it, but I think she's creative and I do enjoy her content. So she's a popular influencer here on YouTube. She kicked all the way off on Juvia's Place. She went into a Twitter rant talking about how Juvia's Place is not here for black people. They're posting Jeffree Star. They're sending out PR. I don't know if she actively said that they sent Jeffree Star PR, but the implication was that they were sending PR to white influencers and neglecting people of color in the YouTube stratosphere, and they're only like reaching out to people of color now. And she brought Jackie Aina in and Nima Tang. Is it Nima or Naima? I think it's Nima Tang, who is popular here on YouTube as well for doing the darkest shade in foundations. That's how she got popular. I don't follow her personally because I just don't dive with her content, but she started out testing like the darkest shade in foundation ranges to show that they don't go dark enough, because she's really dark skinned, and she's done collaborations with MAC, so she's been getting like really popular and stuff. And so Alyssa mentioned Naima and Jackie Aina, who a lot of you guys probably know. She is one of the most popular women of color here on the platform, right? She is, I hate to say that, well, I don't even hate to say this, it comes off like this, like she is the token black person. And I feel like, and I've said this before, I feel like a lot of companies like use Naima Tang, because she's so dark, as their token, and I don't like the feeling of that. I don't like it at all. They're just kind of being used as marketing tokens, but at the same time it gives more visibility to us. So it's like, even though it's a little bit shady and it's a little sketch, I still see value behind it and I see the positives. So Alyssa Ashley calls out herself, Jackie Aina, and Naima as people who haven't been getting PR from Juvia's Place, and then claiming or inferring that Juvia's Place is instead sending things to white influencers. And here's where I bring it way back. Oh, this bridge. Oh, Lord child, I need struts. I need rear struts, but I am getting a new car because I'm giving this car to my nephew. I've had my car. People have asked me about my car. Sidetracked. But my car is 13 years old. I am loyal as hell to my car. Like, this is my baby. I've driven it since day one, and I don't know, it's gonna break my heart. I'm gonna cry when I give it to my nephew, but he's going to college, and I promised him, he's loved my car forever, and I promised him once he got to college and if he got a scholarship, he would get my car. So he's getting my car after the summer, and I don't know what to do because I feel like it's gonna break my heart and I gotta get a new car. But anyway, I'm not gonna fix the struts. That's on him. I can't be bothered. Anyway, I might fix it, but whatever. Anyway, I told you I was bringing it all the way back, right? So there is history between Alyssa Ashley and Juvia's Place, and this is one of her videos that she did that had me side-eye her hard. It's a video that she did that made me lose respect for her and look at her differently. So back in the day, I think it's at least maybe 2-3 years now, Alyssa Ashley wasn't as popular, but I found her, I was following her. She posted a video about how Juvia's Place, how she's no longer supporting Juvia's Place because they didn't send her PR for one of their new palettes that they had released. So Juvia's Place, again, when they release palettes, it's like a big thing because people are interested to see what the color story is gonna be. They're interested to see like what's gonna come out, right? So Alyssa Ashley used to do videos about Juvia's Place. She used to do review videos. She did looks on Juvia's Place palettes, right? And she apparently, in her video, she said she used to get products from them and she would do reviews because they knew she was supporting them. And she was clear to say that she was doing it free, like she wasn't getting paid, and that she wasn't charging them a lot of money when she did do sponsored videos. She didn't charge them as much as she would charge other brands. And so she implied that she was doing them a favor and giving them free promotion and giving them low cost advertising because they were black and she was supporting them as a fellow black woman. Okay. But she did this video going off talking about how they ain't send her PR for the latest palette, and she was reaching out to them and they were blowing her off, and she is big mad. Like, she even showed the text messages between herself and the owner. Like, to me, she was really pushy. She's like that girl or that guy, you know, that guy likes you and wants to go out with you, and you're trying to be nice and you're trying to like let them down easy, but they're still like, no, when are we going out, when are we hanging out, like blah 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 blah, like giving you all this, and you're giving. And she was just really pressuring the owner to send her the product. And I don't know what was going on with the sending out the product to her. I don't know if they had enough, because Juvia's Place has not been really great with PR, sending out PR. They're not a huge brand. They are not making money. I told you the price point of their products. They're not making tons of money. So obviously they can't send out these big packages to influencers. And this was back when they were smaller too and online only. So obviously they didn't have the resources to send out these packages. But I guess she felt like they should have sent her a package first because she's been riding with them, and that's how she made it come off. Like, she was entitled to getting products from them because she was a day one. And I get that too, because I have personally felt that way about a couple of brands that I started out with. Like, I was one of the first people that they started sending PR to, or first women of color that they sent PR to. And then once they got larger and got other eyes on them, they forgot me and just neglected me and didn't send anything to me anymore. And I personally just stopped supporting them and stopped buying products because I felt jaded and I felt slighted. And I've revisited that. Like, introspection is a hell of a thing. I've revisited that and I'm like, I understand it from a business point of view. So, all right, fine. If I feel like there's something interesting, I might support them. But it's funny enough, those brands are no longer relevant. Like, no one's really checking for them. And I'm like, interesting. So I understand where Alyssa is coming from and how she felt. But in that video, you could tell from her text messages. Like, I've never reached out to any of these brands and been like, oh, where's my PR? I saw that you released something. Where's mine? But she actively went after the owner, like, yo, send me stuff, and pressuring them. And the owner was like, all right, we're trying to get the product. Like, give us a minute. Like, and she's like, well, this person got it. Where's mine? And it's like, give us a minute to get you something. And she just kept pestering the owner. And the owner, I already see, has a short fuse and she has a temper. Something she needs to work on. So the owner was like, yo, fall back, like relax. Alyssa went off because Alyssa has a temper as well. And Alyssa went off. So she went off in the video. She went off on Twitter. She posted it on her YouTube. She took it down like the next day because she got a lot of backlash because people were like, wait, you come off like an entitled brat. They didn't send you PR. So what? Like, you could have bought the product. Like, it's $20. Like, calm down. Like, you making it sound like it's a $120 palette. Like, come on. If you really wanted to support the brand, you could have purchased it. So people went off on her for that video. So she took it down. She issued an apology. Like, it was a whole thing, right? And so I know they have history and they have a sordid past, and Alyssa Ashley already has that chip on her shoulder for Juvia's Place, right? Alyssa Ashley and Jackie Aina are friends, like tight, thick as thieves, right? They've done videos together. They've done controversial videos together. In fact, they spoke out about the Tarte foundation range together in a video. And we already see that if Alyssa doesn't rock with Juvia's Place, then Jackie Aina isn't gonna rock with Juvia's Place. And that's just what it is. It's the name of the game. It's friendship, it's loyalty, whatever. So Alyssa has a chip. Jackie has a chip. Whatever they know about whatever is going on behind the scenes, because I'm sure they've spoken, there's more to it that we will never know. We might know from, we can kind of infer, but whatever the story is, they already have it out. They have a vendetta against Juvia's Place. They don't feature the products. They don't review them. They don't check for Juvia's Place. Fine, do you? And it's flown under the radar for years at this point. So when this kicked off on Twitter with Alyssa Ashley going off, and then that triggered Jackie Aina to go off, I was like, oh my God, why are they doing this? And in so doing, because again, they have millions of subscribers between them, and they brought Naima Tang in this. I don't even know if Naima has responded. I'm sure she was like, yo, leave me out of this. Like, why y'all call my name? But don't call my name, brethren. Do not call my name. Do not mix me, because that's my first thing. Don't mix me in on the blem blem. So they started going on and on about how Juvia's Place is not here for us, how they're only reaching out to black influencers now because they want to release their complexion products and they need the black dollar, and they're only chasing the black dollar, but they're not really here for us, and they're all about white people. And here's the thing. So they didn't send PR to Jeffree Star, right? So the one white person that I know for sure that they send PR to is Nikki Tutorials. And they've sent her PR a lot since day one. And here's my thing about that. Nikki Tutorials is one of the largest channels, again, in the beauty sphere. She was large back then, and she was the first huge channel to feature Juvia's Place. In fact, I personally didn't know who they were. I didn't know about the brand. Nikki Tutorials was the one that introduced me to Juvia's Place. So if they send her product for putting them on, I don't see the problem. She's been riding with them. If you check her channel, you see how many times she's featured Juvia's Place. She speaks about their palettes so highly, right? She swatches them. She does looks with them. Like any of her colorful looks, she's using Juvia's Place. So I know for a fact that they are not paying her to do those videos because they can't afford the prices that Nikki Tutorials is gonna charge for a video. Like, this woman can charge $60,000, $100,000 for a feature, okay? So don't think that Juvia's Place is out here paying Nikki Tutorials every time she talks about their product. I'm sure they probably paid her at some point. She has an affiliate code, so she's getting money that way, and they send her PR. But I know that they're not paying her each and every time. She just likes their product, and she's featuring their products because she likes them. And if they're gonna send her product because of that, I don't see the problem. She's giving them free promotion to her large audience, and they've built a relationship, and I don't see the problem. Just because she's white, you have a problem with them sending her product? Don't do that. Just because she's white, why they sending her product, they ain't sending me product? Because that's how they're making it sound. Jackie Aina, Alyssa Ashley, I'm not even bringing Naima in this because I don't even think Naima was a part of this. They're like, why aren't they sending us PR, blah, blah, blah? Because you don't like them. You don't like them. Like, why would I send you product if you don't like me? Like, if you already have that chip, you already have a vendetta, why would I try to send you product? And even if I sent you product, how do I know you wouldn't just throw it in the trash? If I'm not paying you for a video, and I think that's the thing that Alyssa Ashley didn't like, was that she wasn't getting paid, and she thought other people were getting paid and she wasn't. So she's like, why aren't you paying me? I've been doing this for free. Where my money at? Run it. And I'm like, yo, you can't bully people into paying you to do videos. You can't bully companies into sponsored videos. You can't force companies to work with you because they're black. I don't get it. Like, we need to do better. And the thing about what Jackie Aina was saying, she says this all the time. Not all skin folk are kinfolk. Like, she likes to pin black against black, and I don't know if y'all feel that or see that, but she pins black against black a lot, and she brings up black a lot, like we're supposed to be in this team together, working together because we're black. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. I'm not with you or for you simply because you're black, okay? I'm with you because of who you are. Being black adds to it. It helps me out because that's the first thing that I'm going to gravitate towards you, because you're black and I'm trying to support people who are underrepresented. If you're black or if you're female, like, you know what I mean? Like, I gravitate towards you, but that's not default. I'm for you just because you're black. And Jackie Aina likes to push that. I'm black, so you should be for me. Just like how she attacked Petty Page. Oh, it's a fellow black woman. Like, she uses that line a lot. Like, yo, I don't roll with you simply because you're black. I don't roll with Jackie Aina because Jackie Aina got a attitude, and she is entitled, and she's spoiled, and nah, I don't roll with her, so I don't care about her, right? She may be y'all queen and y'all auntie from Wakanda, but she is not mine, and I don't care. So y'all can roll with her and let her speak for y'all, but she doesn't speak for me. And I feel like Jackie Aina and Alyssa kind of feel like they are the end-all be-all of black influencers, and if they're not getting PR, then oh my God, no one in the black community is getting PR. If a company doesn't roll with them, then oh my God, they're against black people. Jackie Aina especially feels that way. And I'm like, yo, you are not the end all be all of black people on YouTube. Like, get over yourself. And the thing is, they are trying to imply that Juvia's Place is not riding with black influencers and Juvia's Place is not for the people. And I'm like, you are completely neglecting all the black influencers that Juvia's Place does indeed send PR to. You are just discounting all those people, all the small influencers and micro influencers that Juvia's Place can afford to send PR to, who don't expect to be paid for a video, who don't expect to be sponsored in order to feature products, who are just happy to get the products and play with them because they like the brand and like the company. They can't afford your prices, okay? They can't afford to work with you. And why would they try to force a relationship when you already don't care for them? I don't get it. Like, what are your expectations? You expect somebody to come. She's like, oh, y'all never reached out. Alyssa said this and Jackie said this. Oh, Juvia's Place never reached out to them and tried to cultivate and build a relationship with the black influencers. I'm like, no, they didn't reach out to y'all and try to build a relationship with y'all. And then the owner, I'm like, the owner needs to fall back too, because the owner needs some etiquette, okay? She doesn't know how to handle business. She don't know to talk to people. And she reminds me a little bit of me sometimes, because I would kind of be the same way if I had a company and people wanted to come out their face sideways at me. I'd be like, yo, who you talking to? Who you talking to? But at the end of the day, I'm just an individual. She's a brand owner and she represents her company. She can't be out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, to give all these people all this smoke. And she does it in a very condescending way. Like, she's like, stay blessed, you know, I'm praying for your healing. And it rubs people the wrong way. I get it. She doesn't know how to talk to people. She needs to step back and let somebody else handle PR and responses on social media, because she is not available. She ain't in no right with this. She is not right in how she responds, but I don't see how she was wrong in posting Jeffree Star and saying that I get why people would think that the Jeffree Star thing is a thing, but at the same time, as a company, like, you see the benefit of it. But you know what I'm saying? Here's my thing. You cannot expect people and companies to sacrifice their brand and their growth because you want them to ride for a cause when you're not even riding for the cause. So I can't expect Juvia's Place to just completely just blanket, oh, I'm not paying attention to Jeffree Star and what he brings to the table for my company because I'm riding out for black people. You want them to do that, and I see that, but don't put that expectation on other people and you don't put it on yourself, because Jackie Aina has some nerve. She wants to act like she is the most woke person and she is here for black people and she riding out. And I'm not saying she doesn't do things that helps the black community, but let's not act like she ain't out here riding with Two-Face and their Rich Lives Matters cake from Jared Blandino. Did she say shit? No, she didn't. You know why? Because they paying her for the foundation range. She ain't have a problem when they was paying her, right? And when she the token, right? She had no issues with that. So don't let her come out here acting like she in it for the people. She in it for the money. She in it for the profit. Okay? And so is Alyssa. And Alyssa, I think, not so much, because I like Alyssa. I think Alyssa was just more hurt by the PR stuff, and I think that's a sense of entitlement that she needs to work on. And she's younger, so I'm like, she just needs to work through it. And the reason I stayed with her is because after that blow up, she has actively tried to be better. Like, you see her trying to change, and this just brought up bad feelings for me from the past. And she's growing and she seems like an overall decent person, so I'm hoping that she can learn how to just control and hold that back. But she's also that sense of entitlement, because you're a large black influencer, you think you just get PR because you are who you are. Nah, stop that foolishness. Stop it. We understand you're cute, but you standing over here for Fenty, you bought Fenty yourself, you finally started getting PR, and it was no problems. But Juvia's Place you already didn't like, so I'm like, what are you doing? Jackie Aina though? Jackie Aina needs to sit down, okay? Because didn't they just go on a benefit trip? Not just, but last year, her and Alyssa Ashley went on this benefit trip Benefit with their 5 shades of beige in their foundation, who ain't rocking for black people, but they wanted the tokens to be there. Y'all riding out for Benefit. And Benefit, let me ask you something. Benefit not just the one old collection last year too. Me have to hold on the steering because people think I'm people are so concerned with my driving, like, oh my god, you're gonna die. Like, it's okay, I'm not going that fast and I'm well in control of my car. But anyway, Benefit had a whole collection with Jeffree Star. Where was that energy for Benefit when you was on their trip getting paid to do posts? Oh, let me guess, you ain't had that energy, right? Where was that energy, Jackie Aina and Alyssa Ashley? Where was that energy? Y'all don't have the energy when you're getting paid to do stuff. Y'all turn a blind eye when it's like, oh, Rich Lives Matter, I don't care. Oh, your 5 foundations, oh, they're all beige, I don't care. Oh, you work with Jeffree Star, like on a whole collection in Ulta and Sephora with his face everywhere, and you're just using all these campaign images. Oh, I don't care because you're on a trip and you're getting paid. Shut the hell up. If you are gonna act like you're the spokesperson for black people, then all right. Keep the same energy for all the brands. Keep the same energy for every single person out here. But no, you want to take it out on a black brand, a small brand, an up-and-coming brand, simply because you feel jaded, you feel slighted because they didn't send you PR and they ain't rocking with you. How am I build a relationship with you if you don't want to hear it from me? How are we going to come together as a people if you don't want to hear it? If you already have a vendetta, if you already have it out for me, you already have a predisposed notion in your mind about me, how am I gonna get around that? It's like if somebody already doesn't like you, without knowing you, without trying to get to know you, if they already don't like you, you know how hard it is to overcome that? I've had to overcome that, all right? It is difficult to move past that. It takes years, and at the end of the day, I don't see why Juvia's Place needs to come crawling on their knees simply because you're one of the largest, or you're 2 of the largest black influencers on YouTube. Why? When they can work with other people. Here's the kicker. Here's how I know for a fact that Juvia's Place sends PR to other influencers that are people of color, because I've gotten PR from Juvia's Place. In fact, they just reached out to me to send me the complexion products. And guess what? They are willing to do a sponsored post, okay? A sponsored video. So let's talk about that. They're reaching out to other influencers. And this is not the first time just because they're releasing complexion products. Now they want to talk to black people. No, I've gotten PR and I've shown that from Juvia's Place before. And I know people also that are black, that are smaller, that are not 1 million subscribers, that have gotten Juvia's Place products, that don't even post on YouTube. They post on Instagram. They're not the biggest, but they're getting... oh my god, they're getting PR packages, but because it's not coming to you, that means they're not reaching out to anybody. We're nobodies, right? Jackie Aina did say I'm irrelevant. You know why? Because I don't have 1 million subscribers like she does. But guess what? There are other people outside of the little circle of 5, the top 1%. So guess what? If Juvia's Place wants to work with them, they'll work with them. And you shouldn't come with your huge following and try to bully a company and try to tear them down and bring them down. If you want to talk about pro-black, then you should think about that. You are actively trying to tear down a brand, a black-owned brand, a small brand, a female-owned brand, because you have a vendetta, because you have a personal, like, history with them. You don't like them, but you don't bring that same energy for everybody else. Where was that energy? Where was it? Nowhere. That's what I thought. And at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm gonna rock with Juvia's Place. Like I said, I think the owner needs to step all the way back because she has a mouth on her. I don't think she's ever gone out of her way. Like, she's never gone to the Z palette level. But she's been rude, and she has a history of being rude, and she needs to work on that, right? But I don't see her being, like, actively aggressive like Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star cusses out his customers all the time, right? And goes off, but y'all still ride for him. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna ride for Juvia's. I'm okay. I'm gonna use their products and enjoy them. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and I'm not just gonna cancel a brand because Jackie Aina said it, because Jackie Aina is not a reasonable person. She's not somebody that I ride with, and she has personal vendettas, and I'm not gonna be her army that supports that. Y'all can do that. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, and if you're basing your opinion simply on what Jackie Aina said or what Alyssa Ashley said, how about you do some research and find out the real truth. Are they really not riding for us, or they not riding for Jackie and Alyssa? And because they're not riding for them, that means you cancel them? Are you serious? Maybe they're riding with other people. You know, maybe they're sending products to other people. Maybe they're doing sponsored videos with other black people that aren't those two or those three. They used to send PR to Naima Tang, so I don't get it. I don't get it. Does PR mean you have to get all the new products all the time, and you need to get a big package all the time? Is that what that means? Because I don't think that's what that means. It means you're on the list to get products as they feel. You're not automatically entitled to every launch, everything all the time. You're not automatically entitled to sponsored posts, but you're on the list. And that's fine, and that's fair. I don't see the issue with that. And because they don't have Jackie and Alyssa on it, who don't like them, I don't see why they would waste their time when people aren't like, they're not open to a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm getting hot. I gotta go. I'm done. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm not canceling Juvia's place. I'm watching them though, because the owner, Chi-Chi, got a little chip, got a little attitude she needs to check. But I understand the attitude, because if you try to come for my baby brand that I made, and come out your face, I might say something slick. I am the type to say something slick, so I understand. But she's a brand, and she's an ultra, she's growing. She needs to step it back and realize that she can't just be coming out her face any which way. But anyway, that's not reasons for a cancellation. It is reason to keep an eye, stick a pin, be like, I'm watching you, but it's not reason for cancellation, and this cancel culture can kick rocks. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna go now because hot, and I got things to do. Bye, guys.